Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. As you can see, we are still orbiting the moon with Galileo. And the sun just went down, it looks like, or it's just about to. It's on the other side of the moon. What I had to do, first I want to show a couple of things. I was looking at the contract list for this station. It now shows that we have everything ready, but it didn't before, and it said that launch vessel type station was unchecked. So I had to go in here and go to rename and switch this from ship to station. And then once I did that, then it showed everything correctly here. Everything was all the parameters of the mission were met. I still have a little over 2 days to orbit the moon before I complete this contract. What else? Oh, science. I think I've completed 2 or 3 or 4, I don't remember, orbits of the moon, and we have tons of data here. 627 data. I can put in about 123 more, and I'm getting now 10 science a day from this, and there's only more to come because I have to build a lander and dock here with it, because it's I'm going to put the lander here, I'm going to undock, go down to a specific site, come back up, dock, and repeat that over and over. I actually wish I had done one thing with the space station. I have a fuel tank here that I can refill, but I don't have one for monopropellant. This has monopropellant. It's only 10, so I can't really rely on it. And I wish I'd like to add maybe something to the space station. Maybe another module here with some monopropellant tanks. Unfortunately, that's the only way I can add them on now. And I'm going to need more monopropellant. So I got to come up here and bring a propellant tank. And I might as well at the same time bring another fuel tank. So, but I'm not sure how I want to do this. Now, obviously, I'm going to add on here and probably here. And what I might do is just have a little container here, a little, like one of these. Service container, another one right here, and then with another port for docking, and then another port right here on the side of it where I can stick a fuel tank here, and maybe another one here with some monopropellant. So that's what I'm thinking of. But what do I want to do this turn? I want to make the... I kind of want to make the lander and bring it here instead of the fuel run. At least that's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's go back to the Space Center. And yep, it's dark at the Space Center. Just where we left off, I believe. We can... Ooh. A little earlier when I loaded this, I could see the moon up here, but now I can't, so it must have already moved up in the sky. So let's design the lander in the VAB. All right, we're going to start with a lander can. There's a couple of them. There's this lander pod, but it's quite heavy, 2.75 tons. There's also this one. 2.66. This was crew capacity of 2. This one's 3. I was looking at them, and I like this one better down here because it has at least some monopropellant built in. So we're going to go with this one, and 2 really, crew of 2 is all I really need when I go down to the planet. Crew must include a pilot. That's fine. So we're going to start with this can, and we're going to add a little fuel and an engine to it. Doesn't have to be much. I'm thinking a round tank, down here, like one of these. 330. That's a small one. That's a small one. 220 fuel. Let's see how much delta V that would give us. Because we need about 500 or so to get from low orbit down to the moon and back up. So I'll need about 1,000 delta V. I'd like to get a couple thousand, just in case I have to change my orbit, change my inclination. There's a cool engine I found here. I swear it. It's so perfect for landers. It's this one right here. It gives me, look at that ISP, 60, 415 in vacuum, and it gives me decent thrust. I was going to put the the Terrier, the small Terrier on. It gives me 1800 delta V. Its thrust is vacuum 60. This one's 70, and it uses, I believe, less fuel. 1.5. Yeah, a little less fuel. It's small, but look how much delta V I get out of it. 2,000. 2,000. As opposed to the Terrier here, which is a bigger engine, 1,800. So I'm going to go with this one, the Marietta engine. Thing is, do I need more fuel than this? I said 2,000. Let me check another tank. There was one slightly larger tank. This one has... No, I need something. This one had... How much did this have? 220. This has 330. How much does this weigh? 4.1 tons. And okay, 4.1. And 2.75. So this one's much lighter. Okay, so this gives me 2,000 delta V. What does this give me? Oh, 2,600 delta V. I'll go with that. Even though it's heavier. I think we'll be fine. Alright, so what else do we want on here? I need some... where are the monopropellant tanks that I can attach to the side? Because I don't want to put one up here. That would seem kind of silly. I doubt, because this is where I'm going to put my docking port. So I can't go through a fuel tank to get through the can, through a fuel tank to the docking port. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to put that here. It's my docking port. And I don't know if I have a small... Oh, that's cool. Docking helper. Hold on a sec. How does this attach? Like that. And then I could still put on the clamping. Oh, cool. Docking helper. What is it? I'm assuming... Ooh, lights on. Lights off. I like it, but I saw some other lights in here I'd rather have. Come on, get in there. Okay. I'm thinking, well, let me see if I can find my tanks, though. I'm looking at couplers here. I need... I don't think... I was looking in fuel tanks. I didn't see any monopropellant add-on attachment tanks. This is liquid fuel oxidizer. Yeah, I'm not... Is this... There we go. Monopropellant 20? I wonder if I can do better than that. Alright, we're going to need those. I can add on maybe 4 of them. I need some science first. Well, let's do the lights. Is it under utility? Where did I see those lights? There we go. No, that's the big one. Small, large omni-night. We need 2. I'm going to put them right here. There. That should be enough light to dock if we're on the dark side. We're going to need, let's put some science on here. Thermometer. I was thinking about the Science Junior, but it's just too heavy. It's actually, yeah, and I don't know where I'd put it. I'd have to put it either up here or down here. Or squished in the middle. I just don't see it happening. So let's put our thermometer here, I guess. Barometer. Mystery goo. I'd like to put them all right here. And I need the magnetometer boom. These are experiments I could do on the ground. I'm going to put it here. But it's not going to stay like that because I can't dock. So what we need to do is push it in to the body of the lander. Like so. There. So I should still be able to dock and deploy the magnetometer. So that'll give us 4 experiments, plus the EVA, plus the crew report, plus the soil sample at every location that we go to. That should be quite enough. Now I need some of these tanks. I wish I had something besides these, but I think that's all I have. Well, what is this? Compact radial tank for storing monopropellant. Radial tank. Where do you put it? Like that? Interesting. It holds 200. But I don't... 0.8 ton, 0.1. Yeah, we're going to do these. And we're probably going to put them, like, one here. Two here, maybe one over here, one here. I don't know, do I need that much monopropellant? I have now, I have 80. So that's 20, 40. Well, this has 10. No, this has 40. The can has 40. That's 80 mono. That should be enough. 80 monopropellant? Let's put this one over here. There we go. Alright, I think that's good. So we have 80 monopropellant. Some fuel. We need landing legs. There we are. I think those are the ones. Those are huge, and they weigh a lot. 0.1 ton. Yeah. So we're going to get 4 of these. I think that's about right. That looks good. Nice clearance there on the bottom. And we need I think it's under utility. That. We're going to put, we only need one. And let me zoom in. I think I'm going to put it right about here. I'm going to go test it real quick to make sure it's going to work for us. Okay. And what else do we want on here? Got our experiments. We got our fuel. Okay, these start like this. This whole thing weighs what? 7 tons. 7.5 tons. Most of it's fuel, I would imagine. Monopropellant. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Got the landers, the legs. Actually, I think that's it. Let's test it real quick to make sure they can come down this rail. Okay, just got back and it's working just fine. So we can move on. I think this is going to be our lander. I can't think of anything. Anything else. I'm going to think about it while I build the rocket underneath it. So, and I'm not sure how I'm going to start with that. Obviously, I probably will build it, and then I wanted to show you the lander. But the rocket, it's probably just going to be a generic rocket, like any rocket that I used to get to the moon. So, I'll be right back. Okay. Here's what I've come up with. I had to put a shroud on here. Protective shell to protect the lander. I did add a few things to the lander that I forgot. We got a Communicatron 16S for communications, some batteries, even though this does have a little electric charge. I added a few more batteries, some solar panels, which will deploy like this, and also some thruster blocks. Of course, I'm going to need those for docking with the space station. I think that's it. This is the rocket. We have the main stage, the first stage here with these two Globex 2 SRBs. I've limited the thrust to 75%, although I'm thinking I might bring it up to 80. And we have, let's see, 1, 2, we have 3,000, about 4,000 in this stage, and this stage. That should get us to orbit, no problem. Then we have 3,100 to get us to the moon. So I think that's going to work. Now it's basically deciding who's going to go. This is going to be the team that's going to land on the moon, and I think we want... Oh, I need another pilot. I could use another pilot. Because... Well, I could use Elibald, I guess. That would just leave Valentina, though. But if I take one pilot, you know, he's not going to get experience till he comes back, probably. So I might as well take Elibald. and then a scientist. Deson. Those two. Ooh, I'm getting low on crew. I'm going to have to hire some others. Actually, I have 3 of them up in Juneau I could bring back. Alright, so that's my crew. And I think we're ready to go to the moon and dock this lander with the space station. Let's get it out there and see how this goes. Check my staging here. Got the clamps, this engine, these engines in the first stage, and then the separators and the decouplers next. Then we're going to activate, then we're going to decouple here, activate this engine, decouple, activate this engine. Okay. The shroud I can get rid of probably before we leave the atmosphere. And I have a decoupler here. I think that's good. And I got the Marietta engine. Alright, let's go. Okay, there is one other contract that I remember. I was looking at contracts before I started making the rocket, and I do have a contract for 2 vessels docking in orbit of the moon. So when I do that, I will fulfill that contract as well. See some lightning in the distance. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I hope I have enough. I should have enough Delta V to get there. You may have noticed I have MechJeb on here. I actually also put the MechJeb module on the lander, just in case I need that for some reason when I need landing guidance or something. Maybe when I'm trying to rendezvous with the space station, I may or may not need that, but I have it there just in case. So, all right, engine throttle. Let's put it right about here, I guess, and let's go. Looking good so far. Goodbye, Space Center. These two look scared. I'm going to start a little bit of a turn. Not too much, because this thing's pretty heavy up here, so I don't really want to turn that much till I get, I don't know, right about here, maybe, in the atmosphere. I might actually slow down a little bit until I get further up, and then, yeah, let's slow down. I don't want to use all my fuel trying to fight the lower atmosphere. Alright, I'm going to try and start turning now. Because I need a little bit more throttle. And I can decouple these. Okay. Now I really should be starting to turn over. Where are we? Alright. Okay, I could probably remove the shroud. The fairing. Since I'm pretty far up in the atmosphere, it shouldn't affect my flight. going to throttle up here pretty soon. Why is this rotating? It's just rotating just a tiny bit. Alright, let's throttle up a little bit. So I need to get to my speed up. Full throttle. It's my apoapsis. It's up to 42. Okay. So I'd like to get out of the atmosphere with this stage. That would be nice. Start turning this over here. Alright. Let's go up here, get this maneuver real quick going. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Come on. I need to redo these maneuver node things. Alright, let's Z, activate engine. Give it a little bit of throttle. Alright, 3-minute burn? Dang, I better start now. This is probably going to be an ugly orbit. Getting a late start on my burn. I'm going to hang it over here. Stay over here on this side. Because if I don't, I'm going to be burning while I'm going down. Yep, see, I'm almost at my apoapsis. See if I can angle it up a little bit more. Eight seconds to apoapsis. No. So we've pretty much hit it. We've still got 2.5 minutes to burn. I think I needed a little bit more power on that lower stage. Maybe 4 boosters? Not sure how this is going to do. 100 seconds. Need to get this number here higher, faster. Okay, it's starting to come down. Yeah, this could be an ugly orbit. So we're almost at 2,000 meters per second. So we're going back down in the atmosphere. Not a good sign. Where are we on that apoapsis? Periapsis. Yeah. It's just not raising fast enough. Alright, now we're finally getting to positive numbers. We have to switch our start on our next fuel tank here pretty soon. Alright, so our apoapsis is really climbing. Where are we? 44. Let's get this up to 70. I don't care what the apoapsis is. I want to get this up to 70. Actually, what I could do... Hold on a sec. I could skim through the atmosphere at 60. Let's cut this off, and we'll just scoot through the atmosphere right here. This is way high. When we get up to the apoapsis, we'll get through the atmosphere, we'll come up here, and then we will circularize our orbit. So that was like barely making it up. I think what I'd like to do, is put a few more boosters on this rocket. All right. $165. That should be enough. 12-second burn. Maybe I can go a little higher. 20-second burn. 240, 346. I'll go with that. That's in 19 minutes. Okay. Let's do a little. Let's do this. Let's deploy these. Well. Let's do one. I don't think it'll be ripped off. What is this achievement? Come on. Heaviest vessel, yeah. Probably. So we have plenty of electric charge. Let's time warp as much as we can. Okay, looks like we're coming back up out of the atmosphere. I like how it shows us as a lander. It's pretty cool. Alright, back in space. Right, what's our altitude? 86,000. Is that as fast as we can time warp? Oh, here we go. Good. Might as well deploy this one. And we need to line our spacecraft with the vector that we're going to be hitting. So, right about there. See, I told you this was going to be an ugly orbit. I could tell right when I started, I mean, pretty soon after I started the launch. I could have used 2 more boosters. Okay, 19-second burn. Okay, we can start now. That should be good, I think. 339. 242, good enough. And I think we're in an equatorial orbit for the most part. How much fuel do we have? Oh, we have very little fuel in this stage. So I think what I'll do is get rid of it. How much do I have left in this stage? 38 meters per 38 meters per second. Okay, let's ditch it. I'll activate that engine. And let's see if we can get to the moon. Here is the moon. Yeah, we're at 0.6. 0.6 degrees difference. I don't think that's really worth messing with. So let's see if we can get... plot a course here, add a maneuver here, push this out. And let's see what we're going to get here. Let's move this over a little. 194. 29, I think that's good. Alright, so that's in 16 minutes. And we'll start the burn at 45 seconds. I guess we need to maneuver our vessel to point in the correct direction. Alright, we're going to go at 45. And full throttle. So it's going to be 600, but let's just say 700 delta V. Out of, I have a tank, my current tank was 3,200. So we should have plenty to get into orbit and to change our plane to get into polar orbit. We're going to try and do that before we arrive, or at least somewhat of a polar orbit. Okay, should start slowing down. I think we still need a little bit of... Yeah, a little bit more. I believe. Nope. I think we shot over. We went a little too far. But that's fine. I'm not going to mess with it. We're gonna correct when we get out here. That's what we're gonna do. So let's just time warp over here. Slow down. Thank you. Jeez. Alright, let me fiddle with this and see if I can get a better encounter here. Alright. Looks like we went a little over. So I could probably turn around. And burn prograde. And push that up just a little bit so I'm at 27 instead of 45. Let's see. Is good, I think. We're going to leave it there. Okay. So, we're going to head out here. We're going to hit the moon's sphere of influence here. We're going to stop here. The moon's going to pull us back and yank us around the back. And that's... we'll probably do our burn somewhere in here. And let's see what we're going to look like. There we go. Oh boy. Can we match that orbit? I don't know. They're orbiting at 24. Okay. So let's do our burn here, I guess. See what we can do. This may take a while, so I'll be back in a sec. See if I can get this to match. I don't know if I can or not. Alright, here's my plan. I'm going to do a burn right about here. And let's see, the space station is going this way. So I'm going to try and get in an orbit this way. I'm going to be way out, 100 to 760 here. But it's sort of, kind of, it's not in the same plane or anything, but it's close. And I can make adjustments. I can't use MechJeb because it doesn't help. I haven't unlocked the pieces yet that allow me to do rendezvous or match the orbit. So I'm going to do this all manually. So this is what I'm going to plan. I think once I get into this orbit, I can straighten it out and straighten up the inclination and match everything. So let's try this. And then see where we go from there. 44-second burn in 51 minutes. Okay, we should be hopefully pointing up. Moon is... there it is. Okay, so yeah, we'll be pointing up. Put her right there. Do some time warp. Alright, so we're going to start at 22 seconds. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully I've done this correctly and this will work. We have plenty of fuel. This takes 400 and we have still 2300. We still have some in the lander's fuel pack too. So, oops, I guess we should have started already. Yep, we're climbing up here. Yep, so we'll be going over the top. Alright, so 100. Okay, good. Alright. So, yeah, we're both going this way. Over the top. Yeah, the space station's going this way. We're going this way as well, I believe. Yes. Space station is going the same way. Good, good, good. So now all there is to do is just match the orbit. I think what I'll do is get myself down to 101 and then I'll correct the plane. It shouldn't be too difficult. So alright, next node. I'm going to do it here at the periapsis. And we're just going to decrease our altitude. The apoapsis altitude. Try and match this 100. Or at least get it somewhat close. 101, 105. .103, 100. Okay, that'll be fine for now. Yeah, and then we can match the plane, and then we'll be good. We'll be good. So it's a 10-second burn in 47 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably do this again. 106, 97. Yeah, I'd like to get a pretty close. Well, no, at this point now I can just match the inclination. Let's set Galileo as target. And how far are we off? 13 degrees. Okay, so descending node, we'll start here. Right there. And since we're descending, we want to go up, right? So let's see. Two 2.2. Well, we went a little too far. 1.3. 0.04. 0.03. 0.02. 0.02. That should do it. Alright, let's see. We are at 0, 0. Okay, so our planes are now matched. So now all I have to do is descend our altitude till we're about 2,000 meters below, or above, or below, either one. I think I'll just descend to about 5,000 above, and then do a intercept burn. I think that's what I'll do instead of trying to catch up. Although we are ahead, let's All right, I will start here. Well, let's start here. 106, 130. Yeah, let's start here. I'm gonna slow that down. Whoa. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, Galileo's at, I'm sorry. Yeah, Galileo is at 24,000. Let's get us down to, say... Oh, we have an intersect here. No. That's 35. 30. How about 28? Yeah, that'll work. 28. Okay. Another 25-minute wait and a 4-second burn. Okay, right there. Does that look good? Let's see. 27. Right? Yep, 27. Okay. One more time. So I'm at 26, 27. That'll do. That's almost 27. Okay. So now we just... We will probably wait for Galileo to catch up to us. I mean, that might be the best thing to do here. Or I could try a intercept burn, maybe. I think these are going to work. I think it'd be best just to... Yep. I'm just too far away. Too far behind it, and it won't take too long for it to catch up to us. Since it's in a lower orbit. So we'll wait and wait for it to come to us. And when it starts getting pretty close, like 5,000 meters, then we'll intercept. So let's just wait. Okay, as you can see, Galileo is starting to catch up to the Ares lander. I did raise my altitude a little bit, about 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 meters, so that Galileo can catch up more quickly. And it is now 44,000 meters behind me, 44 kilometers behind me. I have one other... I've started to lower my altitude again. I already did it for this side. Well, this side I'm going to lower it down over here once I get up here, and then I'm just going to let it coast into me. So I'm going to get over here ready for the... position myself for the burn. Get right up in there. There we go. Ready to fire. We got 8 minutes, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So here, I really should find out what Galileo's... I'm going to switch over to Galileo and see its exact apoapsis and periapsis. Alright, so this is weird. This used to be facing the sun. Let's see if I can turn a little bit. Oh, why is SAS off? Weird. I don't think I'm... Oop, I'll look at that contract in a sec. I don't think I have to worry about electric charge, though. Yeah, it's... Glad I switched over. I don't know why this was facing... I don't know how SAS was turned off. Okay. We'll just leave it right there. That's a nice picture. I think I will take a picture. Alright, hopefully it stays like that. Now, oh, it says right here, 26, ooh, 23? How did it get to 23? It used to be like 26, 26. That was really a little weird. Probably have to correct that at some point. I really should correct that. Periapsis is at 23. I don't think I'm going to have time to push up the periapsis, because Aries is pretty close behind. But as you can see here, there's a difference in altitude, whereas over here, not so much. So I'm going to try and make my approach right here, I think. Although that's on the dark side. But it will have to do. I guess I should have corrected this sooner. But I really didn't think it would be. I didn't think it would be that different. I thought I got it to a pretty circular orbit. So I'm gonna see if I can come down here, raise my apoapsis up, or the periapsis up. Not that much. Right about there, maybe? 27. I want it to match the periapsis, which is 26. 26.6. 26. Whoops. 26.2. That's close enough. Alright, hopefully I can get down here, burn this real quick before these two close the distance. I think I should be able to. Should be able to. Let me see how far away Aries is. Yeah, it's still 27 kilometers distant. Alright, let's get this up. I guess I need to orient Galileo in the proper direction. So it's just 1.5 meters per second of delta V. Hardly anything. Okay. And let's burn it a little bit. Ooh. Okay, what do we got? 26, 26.2, 26. Perfect. That's more like it. So let's now, and I believe that's Ares. Yes, it is. 26 kilometers away. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, get into the sun so I can orient Galileo. That should do it. Am I getting charge? Yes. All right. So I'll switch back to Ares now. By the way, let's see how much science we got. I decided to go ahead and start the science instead of waiting until I got my data full. I almost got it full, but we already have 29 science. Yeah, the data, I got it up to about 7... well, maybe it was 729. I'm not sure. I wonder if this... Now, I don't remember exactly how this works. I know how to set it up, but doesn't the data decrease as you convert it to science? I don't know. I don't remember. If it doesn't, then I don't really need the lander. Except I would use the lander to do special missions on the moon. You know, if it asked me to land at a certain spot, that's what I would use it for. Doesn't look like it's decreasing. I'll have to check on that later. Okay, it's on SAS. We got a pilot in there. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to Ares. Alright, there is Galileo. Which is catching up to us. Remember, Galileo should be a little below us. Let's take a look here. (26, 27), yeah, so it might be another couple orbits. So I'm gonna do a little bit more fast forward. What do we got here? What's our separation? 46 meters. 19 kilometers. So probably another orbit or two. Let's find out. $5,000 for... Perfect. We're gonna have our close approach somewhere around here, looks like, in the daylight. (3,300 kilometers). So let's switch to this. 3.3 kilometers, and we got 7 meters per second relative speed. Excellent. 1.1 kilometer in 11 minutes. is going to be our closest approach. So, all right, let's go down to, I need to start maneuvering into position. So they're coming at me. I'm going to have to speed up a little bit once it gets close. So let's move over to the prograde. There's the prograde. And we'll be speeding up to match its velocity. Well, let's see. Let's just do what I normally do. Alright, where... Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's give a little bit of... I keep forgetting which side I will need to be on. I think it's this side? No, it's the other side. 'Kay, we're down to 0.3 kilometers in 2.5 minutes. Okay. There we go. Now we just have to slow down when we get close. Which would be about a 2-second max burn to bleed off this relative velocity. So we're closing on that at 22 meters per second. So all I have to do is just burn here. Retrograde. Stop flipping over on me like that. $15 meters per second. I think I'm out of alignment. Yep. Right there. There we go. Alright, 0.1 kilometers. Can I? It's gonna. I guess I have to do it this view. So we're closing on 3.9 meters per second is good enough for me. It might take a little time, so if it does, I will cut some of this out. Because I'm not going to hurry it. I'm going to make sure that I hit it just right and don't overshoot. I guess I could time warp a little bit. Just push ourselves over a little bit, I think. So are we closing? Yeah, we're still closing. But I think we're okay. Could use the RCS at this point. I think I'll go ahead and jettison. Jettison this bad boy here. First, I'll quick save. Alright. Now, let's see if I can figure out the RCS again. Let's set the docking port as target. And I wonder if... I don't use this very often. I don't know if it even works very well. I also got this... Ooh. Docking port alignment indicator. Okay, let me check these out again. What is this doing? It's going up, down. Okay. And this should be forward. Good, good. Alright, so we need to go to the right. Okay, I think I got this. So let's switch back to RCS. And no, hold on. Gotta move that up a little bit. So I'm aiming right at it. Then go back to RCS, and then I gotta go down a little bit. I forgot which one. Yep, that's down. Down. And over to the left. That's looking good. Except I'm off a little bit again. Okay. I could probably start moving in. Let's turn off RCS again and align this. Well, right there. RCS back on. And let's move it over. I guess I'm going to start moving in. I'm pretty darn close. I think the next Ares I design is going to have better lights. Okay. So we're going to see if I can move in closer. Because this looks good to me. Alright, let's just do a little time warp, shall we? Just a little bit. I think then this looks really good. Yep. Coming in a little hot, though. I think I'll back off a little bit. And I need to move up a little. And over. Come on. What are you doing? No, 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 no. There we go. We're getting there. Almost there. Okay. And then down a little. Come on. You got it. There we go. Turn off the SAS. And we're docked. We have hard dock. Excellent. We have arrived, and we should have completed several contracts and achievements. Let's take a look. Contract, this is the old one, I believe. Launch the Moon Space Station. We got buku bucks for that. And I don't know if we were running low. I don't think we were. But that's really good. Beautiful. Synchronized free falling isn't nearly as daunting as it sounds. Now, this is the one where I dock around the moon, I believe. And what is this? We have performed a rendezvous maneuver around the moon. Started construction in the first station around the moon. Performed docking maneuver on the moon, around the moon. First docking near moon achievement completed. And explore the moon. This is also for the docking around the moon. And so is this, I believe. Our exploration of the Moonwas. The Moonwas. Our exploration of the Moonwas. Successful, but who knows what other secrets it holds. So, good science, lots of money and recognition. So, very good. Now, those lights suck. I'm going to have to find something a little better than that. I mean, they're not awful, but I need something a little bit better than that. So, let's go back out to this. I want to fast forward a little bit so I can align my solar panels. I'm going to extend them again and align this towards the sun. So I think we'll let's turn on SAS. Oops. Yeah. I need to control the other vessel, not this one. Control from here. Can I do that? Yes. Okay. I think I have it now. Whoa. Alright, let's turn towards the sun. The other way. So now we have our lander here, ready to go. Maybe I should turn it around, because this is going to block some of the sun from hitting the solar panels. So I'm going to turn it around. Come on. No, the other way. I guess I should turn off the lights on the lander too. There we go. Pointed at the sun. Come on. What are you doing? Why does it do that? Alright, stay right there. Don't move. Come on. Alright. Deploy. believe that's going to help us out, right? Electric charge. No, it's going... Oh, they're turning around. Okay. Good. There we go. Now it's charging. Alrighty. Excellent. Now I'm going to go back to the lander. Can. Except... Well, let's see if I can just turn off the lights. And I don't think I need... How much charge we got in this thing? Can I switch? Not that one. I kind of wanted to see how much electric charge is in this. But it appears that I can only do the space station. Okay. Well, it's probably fine. I guess I don't think these are going to really collect anything. But I'll leave them out. I think there was plenty of charge in this. Oh, here we go. Electric charge. It's right there at the bottom. Alrighty. So I used 7 monopropellant to dock. Not bad. And then I could transfer fuel, I believe. I have to learn how to do that. But I believe I could transfer fuel from here to this one. I don't remember exactly how to do that, but I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, there we have it. We have finally successfully gotten the lander docked to the space station. And in the next episode, I'm not sure what we'll do. I think we might bring a mission back here to build onto the station, or we might do something different. We might land on the moon. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it should hopefully be exciting. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. See you later. Bye.